Hello there, Vela viewers. This is Starless Plains, and welcome to a game called The Letter. This is a horror visual novel from Steam. It's a paid game if you wanted to check out the game by yourself. The link is on the description below. Well, before I can actually tell you, there has been a content warning before this menu just started to pop up. This game, it contains disturbing and triggering scenes, may cause language, sexual themes, and violence. Well, be advised that there might be things that are not of the faint of heart or anything like that, so just leaving a warning out there. So anyway, this game is all, what I read from the description is that there's these 7 people that has been fallen into a vicious curse. But what will lay ahead, well, we might never know what will happen and what caused this curse to be fallen by these 7 people, so let's get started with the new game. Alright. New game? Holy shit! Never expected that. Not the prologue. An Ermengarde mansion. It was built for Lord William and Lady Elizabeth Ermengarde of Luxbourne, humble ambassadors of peace and beloved by their people. Both were well known for their compassion and generosity, never failing to extend a helping hand to anyone in need. Under their influence and wealth, what was once a small, sleepy village grew to a prosperous and bustling town. However, the seasons of joy eventually ended when the good nobles perished at the hands of a great plague. Their riches and legacy were henceforth passed on to their only child, Lady Charlotte Ermengarde. The mansion has stood since the 1620s, a witness to a very long history of joy and pain. After Lady Charlotte committed suicide, the great house was eventually left uninhabited. Sounds like Florida over here. A lot of rainstorms, a lot of thunderstorms. Yep. And that is when it began. Surrounding villagers spoke of seeing and hearing unearthly things, of cries and howls that filled the nights, and hearsay of a mysterious woman roaming the hallowed halls aimlessly. People who dared enter its walls were simply never heard from again. Even after 400 years, these stories remain such like the house itself. Whispers about the once again great house, its legend, and its curse still fall upon the villagers' ears. In spite of this, the current owners are convinced that these stories are nothing more than a hoax. With little regard for the truth, they had Briar Reality Corporation place the property back on sale. Sorry. Sorry about that. Like Pandora's box, the secret that lies inside await to be discovered by brave souls. No matter what happens, take care not to be consumed by the curse. Good luck. Isabella. October 21st, Friday.
Hello? Isabella? Are you there? Where are you?
A familiar, jittery voice comes from the other end.
Oh, hey Rose. I'm at St. Goretti High. What's the matter?
This one has dialogue. Audio dialogue.
What do you mean, what's the matter? It's the mansion, silly. I'm here and you're late. Jeez, we're on shift together. You promised. Oh my god, please don't tell me you forgot. You were planning on leaving me to check this place out on my own, weren't you? You chickened out.
Calm down. You know I take my promises seriously.
I'd like to believe that. So hurry up and get here. This place is huge. A bit too quiet since no one's lived here since, like, forever, but beautiful nonetheless.
Why are you so surprised? This isn't the first time you've been there.
I know. I just wish I could live in a place like this. It really takes my breath away.
Yeah, well, I wouldn't be so sure about that.
Jeez, never mind those rumors.
Oh, sorry.
Ghosts aren't real after all. And even if they are, which they are not, they can't do anything. They're nothing but spirits.
You don't know that. They might be listening or watching right now, and they might not be happy with you enough to curse you.
No offense, sweetie, but that's a bit of a stretch.
Believe it or not, it's better to be careful.
Right. You know, not every property we sell will end up with a dead body stuffed in a sofa.
Or probably under a bed, or maybe in the basement, or probably in a shed. You take your pick.
And I think that mansion is where we'll likely find another one. I can feel it.
That was one time, Isabella! Loosen up! Wait, just get here ASAP, please. I'm getting bored being here on my own.
Fine. Let me just finish up here. I'll be right there soon.
Okay, see you. Bye.
She hangs up before I can respond. Rose, still charming as ever.
Who was that?
I looked up from the phone to see Rebecca. Becca, giving me a questioning look.
Oh, that? It's just Rose.
Rose? The one you said who trained you for your job back when you started? You're working together again?
Just for this property. We've been scoping out that big mansion down Anselm Village after the renovations. Today's sort of its grand opening to the public. The RC wants to give it one last check before we let potential buyers tour it this afternoon.
Oh, wait, mansion? That big spooky one you've been telling everyone about? Didn't you keep saying how it just gave you the creeps? You actually went there? And you're going back?
Well, I did promise Rose I wouldn't ditch her. And besides, a job is a job. Gotta do what you gotta do to make a living.
I have to say, this is actually pretty good so far. As soon as those words leave my mouth, Becca lets out a soft chuckle.
What's so funny?
Nothing. It's just that I didn't expect you to say that. Coming from you, it sounds so out of character. I mean, no offense, but you've been freaking out about the place being creepy ever since you got assigned to it. Cursed rumors and all. I honestly thought you'd back out.
Not all the time. I could really use a huge amount of cash right now, and this is just the fastest way to get it. Plus, listen to this. Briar Realty wants it sold as soon as possible, and the agent who lands the deal is going to get a huge bonus. They never give bonuses like that. Getting that would make life so much easier. They're desperate, I'm desperate, it's perfect.
A sympathetic look crosses her face.
You know, if you're really in urgent need of money, you could have just asked me. Or Ashton. We can always let you borrow, and you can pay us back whenever.
Define whenever. I have to keep myself from groaning out loud. In the years I've known her, I can already tell that to expect once, she has that expression.
Becca!
I've noticed that you've been living off instant noodles these past few weeks.
That sounds like me years ago back in, 2012. Ramen diet, as I would say. She crosses her arms and grins at the thought. Her voice slightly rises as she begins to scold me. Instantly, I'm reminded why Becca excels at teaching boisterous teenagers.
Stop eating junk! They're cheap, but they're not good for you.
I have to agree on that.
You'll definitely end up in the hospital if you keep at it.
I'm surprised I haven't. Here we go again. We can actually pave our way through this game. Let's see, I ate other things too. You're not my mom. I would rather not go with the other thing, but I'll go for I eat other things too.
Hey! I eat other things too.
I fold my arms across my chest, mimicking her posture and giving her the best frown I can muster. The same one I use with my younger siblings when they're being difficult. Instead, she only raised an eyebrow at me.
That's not going to work on me. And I saw it when you were cleaning your flat last week. The instant noodle cups outnumber everything else.
You're just exaggerating. Did you even see what's in my cupboard yet? I'm not just living on instant noodles alone. I've got canned beans, peas, tuna, ham, and even hamburgers in there.
Becca's wrinkling her nose by the time I get to the end of the small list. She even went a little green on the last one. I could have laughed a little at that. If I didn't know it could only lead to more reprimands from her.
Aren't those the same ones you won from the grocer's raffle more than a year ago?
A year ago? Well, basically with the cans, I don't know if it can live off for more than a year or something. I don't know, I'm not that good.
Oh, I sincerely hope you're checking the date stamps on those things before eating them. I don't want a repeat of last year. In any case, those are still not exactly healthier choices, Belle.
I couldn't agree more. She shakes her head, possibly laughing at some funny distant memory. When she looks up, I immediately brace myself. More words from her. Sometimes it's just better to let Becca talk until she's out of things to say. But when she turns her attention back to me, there is only warmth in her smile.
What am I going to do with you?
She says this more to herself than me. Her voice shifted into something kinder, even motherly, if I'm looking for the exact word.
I hope you know that it's impossible not to worry about you when you're like this. You don't have to keep eating the same thing.
Exactly. Too much of a good thing wouldn't be good for you in the long run. I mean, shit. I've dealt with the same thing as well.
I already told you before. You're always free to reheat food in my fridge.
Yeah, just so as long as it doesn't pass a week.
Thanks, Becca. I really appreciate it, but you don't need to keep babying me. You've been taking care of me since after I moved here. You have to take a break sometime. And before you ask again, no. You know I'm not a fan of borrowing money. And I'm not going to ask you to give me what you earned hard for yourself.
You and your pride. But suit yourself. The offer stays on the table, though.
I nod in response, if only to get her to drop the topic. But I'm pretty certain I will never take that offer. Ever. It has nothing to do with pride. I've simply seen plenty of times how friendships can take a turn for the worse, just because of a few unpaid debts. I don't want something like that to happen between me and Becca. We may argue about a lot of small, petty things, but she already feels like a real sister to me. I don't want to lose that friendship over something so trivial. Becca's movements, when she takes a quick glance at something behind me, snaps me out of my thoughts.
Well, enough chit-chat. Lunch is ending, and my students will be back any minute.
Students? Wait, is she the teacher?
We can catch up later. Good luck with your clients. You better treat us to lunch or something if you get that sale.
Or both those two are teachers or something. I don't know.
You bet!
With a small smile, she returned to her desk and begins shifting through the pages of a rather thick history book. Or they're probably just students. I don't know. She's probably working on next week's lesson plan. Or trying, at least. Her eyes were distant and she doesn't seem too attentive to whatever is on the page. As if she heard my thoughts, Becca starts coughing heavily. Her hand hastily goes to her mouth to stifle the sounds. This is precisely why I followed her here. For someone who takes a habit out of worrying about other people, Becca sure forgets how to take care of herself. I couldn't agree more.
Hey, you sure you can manage on your own? I mean, you're still a bit feverish.
Hush, dear. Don't you worry about me. I'll just drink some medicine and I'll be right as rain.
I wouldn't say that. I lever her with a flat look. She has had a cold for a couple of days now. Something about the strange weather not agreeing with her lately. Seasonal cold, probably. Yeah, we've dealt with those over here in Florida. And despite my advice to take the week off and rest, I found her apartment empty when I dropped by this morning. She even left the medicine her doctor prescribed. That's not good. Look who's being stubborn now. Hey, I'm stubborn too.
You shouldn't even be working right now.
Seriously, you big baby. I'll be fine. For now, just go to work and stop making that Rose girl wait for you. I'll call you if I still feel bad, and you can come pick me up if it makes you feel any better.
She offers me a reassuring smile, and I can only sigh. Why do I even bother? There is no stopping her once she has decided on something. Defeated, I reach inside my bag and pull out the same bottle of medicines she left earlier. I look at it worryingly, then I place it in front of her. Unfortunately for her, this is one thing I'm not letting her have her way.
Alright, but don't forget what the doctor said. Drink this on time. I'll see you later, okay?
There's an amused gleam in her eyes when she shifts them back to me.
Look who's playing the mother hen now.
Rebecca!
Okay. I won't tease anymore. I'll make sure to drink it, Mom.
Before I can retort, she casts another look at the clock. I take that as a sign to finally end the conversation in my short visit. With a small wave, I leave her alone to her classroom and her thoughts. Luxembourg City, afternoon. I hail a passing taxi to take me to the property as soon as I leave the school grounds. The mansion is some ways out the court side, but I don't have trouble giving the driver... It's kind of strange with the background music like that. Either elevator music or... Sometimes I would hear that kind of a music from various YouTube videos. Alright, anyway, the mansion is some ways out in the countryside, but I don't have trouble giving the driver directions. Apparently, everyone in Luxembourg City knows of it, including every bit of rumor surrounding the place. In fact, just the mention of the name is enough for locals to give you cautious sidelong glances. I learned that the hard way the first time I commute there, and it only boosts my belief that there's something more to the house. Even the news of being renovated and placed back up in the market has caused quite a stir. Sorry about that. Thankfully, it died down a few weeks later. The place would have become a lot harder to sell otherwise. I avert my eyes from the window once the buildings shrink in the distance. We get a glimpse of the countryside soon through a quick glance at my watch tells me that we're still a few minutes away from our destination. Might as well get some work done. Rose did ask me to review the mansion's documents. I already looked them over last night, but you never know when the things may go wrong. Life has ways of meeting things up like that. Halfway through the reading papers, my phone rings again. I picked it up without looking, nearly tucking it between my ears and shoulder. It's probably Rose again. Anyway.
Rose?
Guess again.
That voice.
Ash.
Bingo.
Hey, what's up?
Just checking if you're still cool later this evening.
You mean that thing with Zach?
Yeah. He even called in the middle of the night just to remind me.
No, don't worry. I didn't forget. I'll be there.
Cool. I'll see you later. What time do you get off?
Around 6 p.m.? I don't know. It's the first day of the Ermengarde Mansion's open house, and we're expecting quite a number of potential buyers. I'll be booked the whole afternoon.
Ermengarde Mansion?
You know, the big Jacobean mansion at Anselm Village. I'm on my way there right now, actually.
On your own?
Yeah, well, Rose is already there, but yeah.
I see. Looks like the scaredy cat finally toughened up.
Shut up!
Ash chuckles, and I can't help but roll my eyes upon hearing it.
I'll see you later. Drop me a call when you're done. I'll see if I can pick you up.
Whatever. Bye.
Stupid Ashhole. Always teasing me whenever he sees a chance. I'll show him who's tough. It takes a few more minutes until I finally reach the infamous mansion. I have to admit, the entire property does look wonderful from the outside. Yet, despite all this, it does nothing to hide that something is just wrong. The surrounding area is usually silent. Only the rustling of the leaves can be heard as the occasional breeze passes. While Anselm Village is just a few miles away, everybody keeps their distance on purpose. Perhaps out of fear, the horror of falling under the mansion's curse. Somehow, it makes me feel sad. The lack of immediate human presence just makes the place all the more eerie than it has any right to be. If it's uncanny in broad daylight, I can't imagine how this place looks at night.
You planning to go inside that place, Missy?
The voice nearly makes me jump out of my skin. Without completely taking my eyes away from the house, I gave the driver a confused nod. A beat passes while I wait for him to say more, but his only answer is a non-committal hum. Belatedly, it occurs to me that he must have been waiting for my payment. I mentally slap myself for spacing out, and promptly hand him the fare with an apologetic look. I expected him to leave as soon as I paid him, but there's a hesitant expression on him, as if something hasn't been said yet.
Is there something wrong?
Look, Missy, I'm sure you've heard what the people are telling everyone about that place. Nobody likes to be disturbed when they're at peace, and I'm pretty sure whatever they say is in their house doesn't want to either.
Yeah, it may look nice on the outside, but you never know what horrors or eerie phenomenons might happen inside.
I admit they did a good job fixing it up, but there must have been a reason why even distant relatives of the family who used to own the house never lived in there despite inheriting it.
Huh, that's a good point.
No wonder they wanted to get rid of it.
Maybe they just didn't like it?
I don't know if that's the case.
You never know.
He drives off after, but what he said has left a foreboding feeling in my gut. I breathe out a heavy sigh as I approach the house. After hearing enough of the rumors, I should have expected the conversation to make that turn. But I'm already here. Backing out is completely out of the question. It's not like I have a choice anyway. If I wanted to get that bonus commission, one way or another, I've got to sell this property. The door is ajar when I get to it. However, while my own copy of the keys dangle uselessly in my hand, Rose must have left it open when she arrived. That's weird. We may be the only people here this early, but I've never known of her as someone careless. Wow, look at those paintings up there. And the stained glass window over there. That's pretty nice. Entering, what greets me inside leaves me gaping. They've cleaned every corner, waxed the floor, dusted the antiques, searched every nook, cranny, and crevice, and made it spick and span. All for the sake of making the mansion more enticing to the modern-day lords and ladies. But no matter how hard they try, the mansion still looks as soulless as ever. As though it's going to eat you alive. If you ask me, they should have just listened to what other people has been telling them and leave this place alone. Yeah. Something in this world are better left alone, never be disturbed again.
Rose?
Oh, what an echo. I call out.
Rose, I'm here. Where are you?
My voice echoes softly throughout the hallways. Oh, who am I kidding? In a place this big, I don't think she'll hear me no matter how deafening the silence is. She could be all the way on the other side of the property for all I know. Quickly, I reach for my phone and dial her number. But
the number you have dialed has not been recognized. Please check and try again.
uh-oh, this doesn't sound good. What do you mean has not been recognized? We were just talking a while ago. It's not like she has eaten by the house, right? Or maybe the ghost did hear us talking and spirited her away, right? Right? No, Isabella, don't be ridiculous. She probably just wandered deeper into the house and lost signal or something. I'll dial her number again, hoping the call will connect this time.
The number you have dialed has not been recognized. Please check and try again.
But to no avail. Oh boy. I don't know, for some reason within myself, I know there's gonna be some unexpected jump scares throughout this game. And for me, I'm always jumpy at the unexpected, just letting you know. I have a very bad feeling about this. No shit. I have a bad feeling about this too.
Rose? If you can hear me, please come out. Come on, Rose! This isn't funny! You know this place gives me the creeps.
No answer. This isn't going to work. This place is big. She could be anywhere. I need to start looking for her. I take a deep breath before venturing deeper into the mansion. Taking a couple of steps forward, I notice something move above the grand staircase. I don't notice anything. Well, once I edit this, maybe I can take a look.
What the hell? Rose? Rose, is that you? Not funny. I'm leaving you if you don't come out. Not coming out, huh?
Fine, I'm going.
Okay, that's a lie. She's my friend. I can't really leave until I know she's alright. Growing desperate, I try to contact her number again. Come on, please, give me something. Please, Lord. Yes, finally.
Hello? Hello? Rose, I'm here at the mansion. Where the hell are you?
She doesn't respond. There's also heavy static coming from her side. I sincerely hope it doesn't get caught up again before I can get an answer from her again.
Rose, come on. Where are you?
A few moments pass until the static eventually starts to quiet down.
I'm aptic.
That doesn't sound good.
What? The attic? Why?
Crap, got caught off. Man, do I really need to go there? With how deep inside the mansion the attic is, there's barely any signal there. No wonder I can't contact her. But why is she there? Out of all places, she just has to make me go fetch her in the creepiest room of this place. Which is the creepiest room? The basement? The attic? I don't know, both are creepier. I believe the basement is more creepier. I don't know. If she is doing to get back at me for being late, whatever, I'll just go. The sooner I meet up with her, the sooner I'll feel better about being here. I hope. I carefully make my way up the staircase. My legs wobble as I mentally curse the fact that I've chosen real estate instead of picking a career that doesn't involve strange abandoned houses. Upon reaching the top, the grand hallway greets me. It branches out to the two major wings of the mansion, the east and the west. There are two attics here, one on each side. But the east one has been converted to a storage room of sorts, and somehow, I find it at least likely for Rose to wander there by herself. Besides, she never did like going into stuffy storage rooms. So I head towards the west wing first. There's a simple wooden door at the end of the hall. Opens to a small room. Inside is another set of stairs leading to the second attic. Unlike the grand staircase, though, the stairs to the attic are steep and narrow, made of old stones and covered with a thick coating of dust that kicks up in the air every step. Really? I thought the people that tried to clean up this place, I thought he would clean up every single nook, cranny, and crevice throughout this mansion, but obviously they didn't get the attic. Nice! Thank God it's still daytime. No shit. If it wasn't for the light streaming through the door behind me, I might easily stumble and fall. With how old this place, there was no light fixtures to illuminate the cramped passages up. Why they didn't bother to add one here when they renovate escapes me. Sheesh. They did it with the rest of the house. A small bedroom welcomes me at the end. It looks exactly as it did since the last time I've been here, full of dust, worn out and faded by time. Odd. I thought they cleaned everything. Yeah, that's what I said just a while ago. Did the crew miss this room? Ugh. Cleanliness is the least of my concerns right now. The more pressing matter is Rose. She's not here. Was I dreaming when I talked to her a while ago? Did I mishear her? No. It couldn't have been a dream. After all, the creepy ambiance in this estate is doing such a remarkable job of making sure I stay alert and awake. And I'm sure she said she's here. Is this a prank? Or maybe the phone call was Rose's last message to me before the curse got to her. Ugh, shut up, brain. You're not helping. Don't make this scarier than it is already. But before she's not here, then where is she? Oh, fuck! I didn't expect that. Yep. Knew some slight unexpected jump scares are gonna happen. Well, technically they're not jump scares, they're just like unexpected occurrences. What the hell was that? That's it. I can't do this anymore. I'm leaving. We must have Anger the Spirits live in here. I knew disturbing the message was a bad idea right away from the very start. And nobody listened. Be fucking realistic, they said. They think I'm cuckoo because I believe a curse is a ghost and all that. Me and my outlandish backwater country beliefs. I've already strived to be a model employee, but not this time, no. I'm turning back at the sake of my sanity. Briar Reality can find another agent who is more fucking realistic to tour people around this haunted house. Before leaving, I take one last look at the gloomy old room. Just to check.
Huh? What's this?
My worry about Rose's whereabouts must have caused me to miss it when I first entered the room. But there's clearly something on the floor. Wait, what on the floor? It looks like
A letter?
lying on the ground, just a couple of inches away from my feet. Out of sheer curiosity, I lean down and pick it up. Strange. I don't recall seeing this the last time I was here. A few days back, me and a few other agents expected a mansion to prepare for today. I had been the last to look inside the attic and leave, and this certainly hadn't been here before. Someone must have left it in the room since then. Did Rose leave this for me? Was she here a while ago? I couldn't have missed her though, couldn't I? There's only one set of stairs leading to the attic. The letter isn't exactly in pristine condition. In fact, it looks rather ancient. The paper is so thin and rough, I'm worried it'll fall apart if I so much as touch it. And with great care, I opened it. And what I read shakes me to my core.
What? Oh my god.
That doesn't look good. Nothing but the words help me fill the page. All of it, seemingly written with a crimson shaded pen. I don't know if that's gonna be pen. Probably blood or something. Because I don't think, ink was normally black during the 1620s, probably. But I'm probably thinking that might be blood. Who knows? Probably will dig deeper into this game. Yep, just as I said. I gulp. The same phrase just goes on and on until... Send this to 5 people or else. That reminds me of so many Facebook pages, like, sent to, like, this certain amount of pages, or blah, 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 blah. It's a bunch of bullshit. But, I don't know if this is considered as bullshit.
Send this to 5 people or else. Or else what? Or else what?
As quickly as I can, I scan the back of the paper and peek into the envelope to make sure I'm not missing out on the second page. But there's nothing.
No. Oh, please, no.
My hands tremble as dread creeps over me. The room is suddenly getting colder. I need to get out of here. Folding the paper in half, the sight that greets me next has me frozen on the spot. Ah! That's not good, that's not good, that's not good. A pair of blood-soaked feet enters my field of vision, covered in gaping wounds, with skin eating away the revealed flesh, bone, and all manner of things one isn't meant to see. It's too much. All of it is too much. I want to cry, call for help, but the words catch in my throat. Even my feet won't move, completely paralyzed out of terror. Lord, please help me. I don't know. I'm definitely not gonna look up, so I'd better close my eyes and pray. I shut my eyes tight, muttering fervently prayers under my breath.
Our Father, who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name.
Prayers taught me as a child by my mama and my papa slip out endlessly through my teeth. Because God, oh God, if you have listened to any of my prayers, please listen to this one. And if God doesn't listen, at least I won't see that thing that kills me. A cold comfort. I wait. And I wait some more. Oh, please don't cause me to have a heart attack. But when nothing happens, I dare to peek. Only to find that the ghost, the thing, whatever it is, gone. Relief washes me as I shakily get up to my feet and back away towards the door. Wrenching it open, I slipped out without a second thought and make a run for it, down the stairs, and onto the hallway. I take a look back to make sure it isn't behind me. Any other person might have stopped, dismiss it as I trek in the light of overactive imagination. But I am not taking any chances. I'm not giving that thing another chance to catch me off guard. I don't think I'll ever feel safe until I get out of here. Whatever that is, every warning bell in my mind is telling me that it's going to jump out of any moment and get me while I'm still in this place.
I told them! I freaking told them! Oh man, oh man, oh man!
Racing down the stairs, a breathy laugh escaped me and... My shoe slips and I find myself falling until my back hits the ground and pain racks my body. not good, not good, not good, not good, not good, not good. My head grows fuzzy and my vision dims as I fight to my conscious.
No. Go away.
The last thing I see are those feet before I know is darkness. Holy fucking shit.
Write off your loss, send letters goodbye. I won't forget you, though your life fades away as I wither in this world filled with regret. Hold my hand and leave. Please don't leave me be. These bloody halls where we shed our tears, the darkness breaks, our memories alone remain. I reach out beyond the curtain black. I'm in too deep, so this letter I write. I want to be free, together by your side. Spend eternity in this lonely place we call home.
Oh my goodness, that is so good. So that's probably the prologue. Alright, let's see if I can save right here. Let's see, save. Well, I'm gonna leave this right over here. Oh my goodness. Now let's see if I can go back to backlog. Well, I'm definitely gonna leave this right here. Whew, so that must be the prologue that I just went through. Whew, I was already on the edge of my seat, and it feels like that I was expecting so many jump scares on this, but well, I've already dealt with a couple of them. But whoa, I am so psyched for whatever is gonna be happening throughout this game. To the developers, amazing job on the voice acting, the graphics, the artwork, everything about this. I can't wait for more on the upcoming episodes in this. So thank you all for watching. I hope you're as scared as I am throughout this video, and hopefully you'll be able to see me in the next episodes. See you then.